Well, this actually might tie into to where you were going. Looking at this series from the fandom perspective, I mean, before the miniseries, it was Geo, Galactica, and name only. There was so much reprehension for it.
Yeah.
And then coming out at the other end, it's one of the people consider one of the best series of the last 10 years, if not ever. So, from the inside, what were your expectations going in, and how did they change as the series went along?
It grew as we went along. Expectations, of course, artistically were there because of Michael Reimer and Edward James Olmos initially, and because of the work I was just telling you about doing during the miniseries. And then seeing the product, sitting down watching the miniseries after going, oh, wow. So the expectations, but the expectations were not, I had no idea it was, I don't think anybody involved in Battlestar Galactica had any idea of what we were involved in. And, you know, Eddie kind of said, well, we're shooting a miniseries, we'll be doing this for a long time, blah, blah, but you don't know that's Eddie being Eddie or not, whether he really did predict. But nobody knew that they would be so proud of being involved in this show at all. That's a total surprise. Now we're starting to take it for granted, but initially that was not the case at all.
Okay, I think our time is about trying to close. I want to thank Mr. Hogan again for being here, but since there isn't time for another round of questions, I'd like to ask Mr. Hogan, is there anything you would like to share? You have a captive audience here. Do you have an upcoming project? Do you have plans? Talk about poetry. We need more Canadian poets.
Yes, indeed. No, I have no projects coming up that I can think of. But see, in this business, my phone will ring later on today, and then Monday I'll be off somewhere shooting something or whatever. But I mean, keep your eyes open. I will capitalize on this at some point if I can get a goddamn job.
Just to clarify something really fast, when you said you auditioned for Fringe, when you mentioned was that Fringe the Fox TV show or like a Fringe festival?
No, the Fox TV show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah.
And like Flashpoint, all the Canadian shows in Toronto now, they haven't come calling, knocking on your door?
No, I've auditioned for a few of them and not got the role.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm too Canadian. No, but it is. I'm too Canadian for a Canadian television show. It is true. It'll sound like sour grapes. I just find it kind of funny. But
what about the big theater festivals? I mean, Shaw or Stratford. Have you?
Oh yeah, I did. We started out there. I did Shaw Festival in 1971 or 72. I played Biff and Death of the Salesman at Stratford. They're a bit. I wouldn't do Shaw now. That was the most uncomfortable experience of my life. I come from Northern Ontario. I'm a prospector's son. I at that point had never been to England. I didn't know any Englishmen, and there I was. Susan and I were playing the upper crust English couple getting married, and you know I was playing these upper crust British folks, and it was abominable. I mean, my guts just churned on the way to the theater during in the evenings. Shaw is a little out of my range. I realized years ago. I did a play called Something Red, and I had been acting for years. I got a long story, got sucked into it and kept getting. But I did a play called Something Red in which I could do everything that was required of me on stage, and I thought, okay, I can do this. I'll do this. I challenge myself, but I don't do stuff that I can't do. I've had some interesting queries from the States. I guess I can't say anything about a project. There's this brilliant sci-fi movie that's going to be made, and they were interested in talking to me, not to cast me at all, but it took an English accent, and I cannot do that. I mean, if I'm going to play a small part at some point, then I can work with a vocal coach and do it. But to do a major role in a big picture, there is no way. I will be working so hard on the accent because I don't have that experience in my life. You know, Jamie Bamber is, you know, as soon as you say cut, listen to him talk. But his father was American. He grew up under that. So it would be hilarious. I was thinking I should have gone to the audition and gone to see these people just for a good laugh, because they were killed themselves laughing. I get asked to do musicals all the time, and I got a tin ear. I can't sing. And I've been asked to the point where I say, you want me to come in to audition to prove that I can't sing? And they say, yeah, because they think you can Rex Harrison it or something. Right? So Derek Golby is this theater director who was here, and he insisted that I played in Rough Crossing. I said, Derek, I have a tin ear. He said, no, darling, you don't. You have a marvelous tenor. I said, I don't. I've got a tin ear. And he said, oh, yeah, Tuesday there's going to be a pianist in the room. Please come down. You want me to come and audition to prove that I can't have the role? Like, this is bizarre, man. So I went. And we got talked about the play, and we talked about everything. And he said, the pianist didn't show up. There was something messed up there, right? And he said, okay, fine, darling. And I said, Derek, you didn't get me to sing yet. Are you going to sing? He said, oh, well, sure, go ahead. So I sang White Christmas for him. And I got 2 lines into it, and he said, are you doing that? Because I can't sing. But you know, when there's a play called, or a movie called Solitaire, that you can rent. We shot it in Alberta. It's a brilliant little film. And I play Big Al, and Big Al comes back on the scene, and the thing is, they're all during the movie, they're talking about Big Al and his voice. It's just like Bing Crosby. And when he sings White Christmas, oh my God. So, I got a tape of Bing Crosby singing White Christmas, and I listened to it. I listened to it and listened to it. And then we came the day to do it. And and then Franny, the director, knew. I said, man, but I'll do it. But because I figure I'll sing it perfectly, and then you guys can loop it later. Right? And so action, and I said, I am dreaming, and I started singing it, and the gaffer is holding a light or something down here, and he goes, what the fuck are we doing? And Franny said, shut up, man, we're rolling, shut up. So then we go to watch the Rushes that night, right, or the next day. And we're all in the theater, and I sing White Christmas, and we all watch it, and the producer says, Hogan, you're fucking brilliant, man. That is so hard to do, to sing just that little off, and you maintained it all the way through. And Francis Denver, the director, said, Hogan, you got horseshoes up your ass. That was so bad. Then we use it. So when you watch the movie, you're watching going, oh, God, that's the way Al sings. You got horseshoes up your ass. Well,
Thank you very much.